Welcome back, everyone. And we talked for weeks on how everything can happen in the K League. So if your team is going bad, you still have hopes. And if your team is going really good, you need to be careful because everything can happen again, and you can go down fast. And basically now it's the moment where things need to happen. Things need to happen because we are just 2 games away from the end of the regular season in the K League. Then we will have the top 6 teams of the standings playing in the championship group, and the bottom half is gonna play in the relegation group. For a lot of these teams, it's not going to be about championship fight or relegation battle, but it's gonna be about being in that top group and not being in that bottom half because you want to improve your position and do better and make something good of your season. You don't want to end 7th or 8th. You want to perhaps get a 4th or 5th position, or perhaps fight for a 3rd position, the one that now Gwangju has, and improve your season overall. For the championship fight, we know that it's going to be between Ulsan Hyundai and Pohang Steelers, even though this match week was fundamental for this fight, and we're going to talk about it. It was a thriller weekend for Ulsan Hyundai, because yes, they were playing against Suwon FC, a team that is fighting to avoid relegation right now, and they go ahead. They go ahead after 25 minutes against Suwon FC with Lee Dong-kyung scoring, assisted by Adam Martin. Adam had a hat-trick, if I'm not wrong, during the Champions League this week, so he's in a great period right now. They go ahead even with the Amen more than the Suwon FC because Hugo Gomez gets ejected at the 36th minute, and at the beginning of the second half, it's Izaka that puts Ulsan Hyundai ahead 2-0, assisted by Ling Myung-jae. So basically, game is over. You're good. You won. It's fine. No, why? Because at the 68th minute is Ho In-pyo that scores, assisted by Lee Seung-woo, and at the 78th minute is Walterson Silva that scores the goal that ties the game, assisted by Jang Jae-wong. So at that point, if you're a Ulsan Hyundai fan, you're scared. You're really scared because you're dying. Pohang Steelers still have to play their game. So perhaps you can see your lead that at a certain point was more than 12 points, now be cut to 4 points perhaps. So absolutely scary with 2 games still to be played in the regular season, and then the whole championship group. And with Ulsan Hyundai, they're gonna play the Pohang Steelers next match week. With the scare to finish the regular season with the Pohang Steelers right there with you. But Jo Min-kyu said no. At the 81st minute, he's the one that scores, assisted by Ludvigsson, gives the win to Ulsan Hyundai, and the Pohang Steelers playing against Daegu in Daegu. They tied their game 0-0. It's the final result. It's a draw. It's a really bad draw for the Pohang Steelers. A good one for the Daegu FC that get that point that permits them to stay in the top half. And then absolutely great one for Ulsan Hyundai that now are back ahead of 8 points ahead of the Pohang Steelers. So even if you are Ulsan Hyundai and you lose against the Pohang Steelers next week, they are back just 5 points behind you. And that's a great weekend for Ulsan Hyundai fans. Poor weekend for Pohang Steelers fans. A good one for Daegu FC fans. And for let's talk about Incheon United, another team like Daegu that is fighting for the top half of the standings. It's a bad weekend. Why? Because you're coming off a great win in the K League last week. During the week, you played in Japan, and this perhaps has some influence in this result. You played during the week in Japan against Yokohama F. Marinos, and you won. And now you come against Gangwon, a team that is fighting to avoid relegation, and you tie. And it's Gangwon that goes ahead with Lee Ji-sol, assisted by Kim Dae-won. Then after 6 minutes, immediately Mugoza is the one that ties the game, assisted by Shin Jin-hong. but that's it. Incheon United, they are not able to find the second goal. They're not able to win this game. A win in this game would have put them with FC Seoul and Jeonbuk. And yeah, I mean, right now you're just 2 games away from the end of the season. You're doing great lately, but you're still in the bottom half, and that's not a great position to be right now. Jeonbuk at 46, that has won a really important game against Gwangju. The winning goal is actually a known goal by Gwangju. It's Do Hyun Seok that scores in his own net at the 73rd minute. And for Gwangju, this was a great opportunity to break away a little bit and try to be alone in the 3rd spot, arriving to the championship group, where they, I think they're not mathematically already in it, but almost. And yeah, they lose against Jeonbuk. This is a really important game. It's not. I don't need to say it. We know that's a really important win for Jeonbuk. Lately, they're not doing great football, but they're able to stay in top half, and that's good for them, especially after the win. This would be the 2nd win in a row after the one during the week against Kichi in the AFC Champions League. And let's go with the 2 games of yesterday. In Saturday, we see 2 wins, 3-1, both wins, one home win, that's an away win, the other one. Daejeon wins against Suwon Bluewings at the 15 minutes. It's Kim In-gyun that scores, puts Daejeon ahead. Yok Kang-hyun puts the 2nd goal for Daejeon, but before the end of the first half, there is an opportunity for the Suwon Bluewings with a penalty kick, but An Byung-jun misses it, and we got the half with Daejeon up to nothing. During the beginning of the second half, the Suwon Bluewings try to push, and they find the net with Kozuka at the 58th minute, assisted by Lee Jong-jung. And then at the end of the game, there is a penalty kick. That was a penalty kick. I didn't put it. A penalty kick. Park Dae-won gets ejected for the Suwon Bluewings, and the Robo scores for Daejeon. And yeah, great win for Daejeon. Their hopes for the top half, they may be perhaps gone. But yeah, I mean, with this win gives them still gives them a chance. Jeju United, they lose at home against this FC Seoul. This result gets them mathematically out of the championship group for the end of the season, but we knew that they had little chances to get there. Is Lee Seung-mo that scores the opening goal for Seoul, assisted by Park So-il. During the second half, it's Lee Seung-mo that scores the 2nd goal, assisted by William, and still William at the 66th minute is the one that assists Yutsenko that scores the 3rd goal for FC Seoul. The goal for Jeju United is scored by Ray Silva Moraes. Finally, FC Seoul seem to have found their mojo, their way to play, and yeah, a good win for them. We have seen some new faces even playing with FC Seoul, like Hosama Yesh, for example. So yeah, I mean, that's great to see for FC Seoul fans. For Jeju United fans, I mean, I think the relegation battle shouldn't be that tough, but still perhaps some points needs to be found for be safe and be relaxed right now, because still like Suwon FC, they are 6 points away. Gangwon, they're making results now. The relegation group is not going to be. Okay, I had a little technical issue. Anyways, as I was saying, it's gonna be a tight fight in the relegation group. Jeju United, Suwon FC, Gangwon, and the Suwon Bluewings. We know that they're gonna be there. Daejeon is still mathematically not there. I mean, and between Incheon, Daegu, Jeonbuk, and FC Seoul, honestly, if I have to like talk about a candidate to be in the bottom half, I would say, like, it's difficult to see Jeonbuk. We are so used to seeing them in the top half, even though you can say that perhaps they are still, they can be tired from the Champions League, so perhaps they can fall off a little bit, but I'm not seeing that happening. FC Seoul, yes, they've been in trouble for a long time, but now they seem to be back in track. Daegu and Incheon, between those two, honestly, even though Incheon, they have the AFC Champions League matches where they can be tired and everything, I think between the two, Incheon is the team that I'm seeing better right now. So I would say Daegu is the one who's gonna join Daejeon and Jeju and the other teams in the bottom group. But we see, everything can happen, really. I mean, I wasn't expecting a draw by Incheon against Gangwon or anything, like a lot of stuff happening this season. Even Suwon Bluewings, I didn't expect them to be on the bottom. It's gonna be a tight fight in that relegation group between Suwon Bluewings, Gangwon and Suwon FC to avoid relegation. The Jeju United, as I was saying, they need perhaps some results, some points, and they would be to be absolutely safe. And for the championship fight, yeah, I mean, the Pohang Steelers need to win next game. I mean, that's gonna be our metric. So if they win, okay. If the Pohang Steelers win against Ulsan Hyundai, okay, the championship fight is open. If not, I would say that's over. It's over pretty much. And then for the rest, we will talk about it later. I'm gonna make a K-League preview in a couple of days for the next match week, and then I mean, a lot of K-League stuff is gonna happen in this channel. So if you like the K-League and the football and everything that I talk about, please consider subscribing, consider putting a like in this video, and yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you all very soon. Thank you.